I'm Dr. Gail Gross, and it is my pleasure to guide you through a 15-minute relaxation exercise technique called the 5 Keys. There was once a great emperor, and it was said that the key to his greatness was the wisdom of the 5 keys. The 5 keys were movements that both balanced the mind and the body and brought them into perfect harmony. Now, a very wily knight asked the emperor if he had ever written down the secret of the 5 key movements, and the emperor replied that he had, but that they were so subtle that without the oral explanation, the keys would be considered simple and therefore neither valued nor understood. As a result, only the smartest of citizens could understand them. Then you wouldn't mind if I just borrowed them overnight so that I could try to unlock the secret of the 5 keys, said the knight. Fine, said the emperor. So the knight took home the small notebook of the 5 keys and spent the entire evening copying them out of the emperor's journal. But just as the emperor had said, the explanation for each of the 5 movements was so simple that it didn't seem possible they could be the secret of both the emperor's power and influence. Finally, surrendering to his frustration, the knight fell asleep. He tossed and turned, trying to discover in his dreams what seemed to be the riddle of the keys. However, the treasure of this great secret was completely out of reach of the knight's knowledge. And just as he was about to awaken, while he was still in that twilight place between light and dark, night and day, he had what can only be explained as the aha moment. And suddenly, in his sleep, he saw himself doing each movement just as he had copied it down in his own journal. That was it, of course. The simple truth of this great and secret treasure was that the knight had to experience the result of each one of the 5 key movements himself to understand their value, and that is what we are going to do each day. Warm-up postures are going to wake up your bodies and put them in balance and harmony for the day. Like karate, these exercises, though subtle, will give us our maximum strength and vitality. It is important to remember just one thing, and that is to breathe throughout each movement. Posture number 1. Place your tongue on the roof of your mouth, bend your knees, tuck your stomach in, keep your back straight, put your feet together, and your chin parallel to the ground. Now, rock back on your heels and up on your toes, and then jump with your feet slightly lifted off the ground. Swing your arms up and down in sync with the rocking motion of your feet. Breathe in as you rock forward on your toes and out as you rock back on your heels. Repeat this posture 20 times. Posture number 2. Place your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Tilt your chin so that it is parallel to the ground. Separate your feet as far as you can. Bend your knees. Tuck your tummy in. Keep your back straight. Bring your arms to shoulder height and relax your shoulders. Move your arms from side to side 3 times. Follow your arm movements with your eyes. Then on the 3rd round, you draw back your arm as if it were pulling back a bow and arrow. Keeping your eyes on the index finger, shoot the arrow. Next, reverse the movement on the left side of your body. You always move from your waist and move only your head from side to side. Do this posture 5 times on each side. Then bring your hands back to your waist, and with your palms facing downward, move them to the ground. And now, the 5 keys. Key number 1. Put your tongue on the roof of your mouth and leave it there for the remainder of all 5 movements. Bend your knees while doing each movement. Tilt your chin downward and tuck in your stomach. Finally, keep your back straight. Now, let's begin the first key. Lunge forward on your left foot. Keep your weight on the left foot to maintain your balance. Put your right hand behind your back. Close your thumb and forefinger. Now take your left hand, place it at your forehead, and use it to gather up the air in front of you. Follow your left hand with your eyes. Do this 10 times. Move your hand down toward the ground and then through the center of your body. Do this 10 times. Now reverse the posture by first lunging forward on your right foot, putting your left hand behind your back, closing your thumb and forefinger. Place your right hand at your forehead and use it to gather up the air around you with your right hand. Do this 10 times. Move your hand down toward the ground and then through the center of your body. Continue this movement 10 times. Finally, bring both your right and left hands to your waist, palms facing downward, and with one final gesture, move both hands down towards the ground and then rest them at your sides. Key number 2. Place your hands together as if they were holding a beach ball. Stay in the same stance as before, with your tongue on the roof of your mouth, your back straight, your feet one shoulder width apart, your knees bent, your shoulders relaxed and dropped a little, and your stomach tucked under. Tilt your chin downwards. Place your right hand first on the top of an imaginary ball. Then slide the left hand on the bottom of the ball as you move your waist from side to side, holding the imaginary ball. Use your eyes to follow your hands. Then reverse your hands, putting your left hand on the top of the ball and sliding your right hand on the bottom. Move your waist from side to side while following your hands with your eyes. Do this movement 10 times. Key number 3. Once again, put your tongue at the roof of your mouth. Place your feet one shoulder width apart for balance. Bounce 10 times to be sure that you have your balance. Then, bend your knees. Keep your back straight to begin, and tilt your chin down towards the ground. Bring both your right and left hands in front of you at your waist, the center of your body. Bend at the waist, head parallel to the ground, and start by moving your hands behind your back, and then bring them around to the front of your body. Pull back with both of your hands made into a fist. Circle your hands behind your back, and then bring them forward in front of the body. As you do this posture, rock back and forth, coming up on your toes and rocking back on your heels. The eyes follow the hands. Keep your knees bent. You will do this posture 10 times. Next, bring both of your hands down to the ground and place the backs of your hands together. Bring your hands up through the center of the body to the chest while standing on your toes. Then bring your hands down to your waist. Next, bring the backs of your hands up to your forehead, once again on your toes. With one final movement, bring both hands palms down to the ground, resting at your sides. Key number 4. Place your tongue at the roof of your mouth. Bend your knees. Keep your back straight to begin. Place your feet together. Relax your shoulders. Tuck your stomach in and keep your chin tilted towards the ground. Bend down at the waist with your hands together, touching your toes if you can, with your right hand crossing your left hand at your feet. Then, up on your toes, bend your back while bringing your hands over your head as far back as they will come. Open your arms over your head and then go back with the weight of your arms carrying you forward to the ground again, with your right hand crossing your left. Continue this in a smooth movement for 5 times. And finally, stand straight. Clasp your hands behind your head. Now, twist your waist from side to side, following your arms with your eyes as they move first to your right and then to your left. Do this movement 3 times. Then, stand up on your toes, and with your hands still clasped behind your head, slowly squat down to the ground. Now, bend your head to the ground, stand flat on your feet, and rise up, keeping your hands behind your head. Move your hands over the top of your head, and move them down in front of your body as you bring them to your waist. Then, with your palms down, bring your hands to the ground, and place them comfortably at your sides. Key number 5. Place your tongue at the roof of your mouth. Place your feet one shoulder width apart. Bend your knees. Squat down as far as you can comfortably go. Relax your shoulders and tilt your chin so that it is parallel to the ground. Place your elbows on the inside of your thighs. Now, Tilt your head to the right while resting it on the bent wrist of your right hand as you look over the left side of your left shoulder. Then, reverse this posture by tilting your head to the left while resting it on the bent wrist of your left hand as you look over the right side of your right shoulder. Do this key 5 times. Slowly stand up. Bring both of your hands to your waist, and with your palms facing down, bring your hands down to the ground and let them rest at your side. Now, take a deep breath in and let it out.
Remember, the mind and the body are your instruments, and they have now been energized so that you can face the day with new vitality.